Hi everybody, it's me, Andrew, and this is going to be a video or kind of video rather, that I've never done before. I am going to be showing you guys my top 5 non-Doreen Virtue Oracle card decks. So, something very interesting that I've never quite done before. So I'm pretty excited about it. Now I will say there is one deck that is missing from this. I limited myself to 5, but there is the Mother Mary Oracle by Alana Fairchild that did not quite make this particular list, only because I haven't read with it a lot and I haven't taken the time to really study it, but the cards are amazing and there's wonderful meditations for each card, so don't think that I don't like that deck, because I really do, but I just haven't used it enough that I feel like I can say, hey, this is one of my favorites. So, and these are in no particular order, they're just in the order that kind of fell out of my cabinet. So, the first one is going to be the Lave Vampiro Oracle by Lucy Cavendish with artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And I'm not going to show the guidebooks because I have these videos online, but I'm just going to kind of tell you a little bit about why they're my favorite and keep it moving. I love the backs of the cards. The backs of the cards are great. The size is a typical Oracle card size for Lucy Cavendish. So you see the artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith is absolutely amazing. One of the reasons that I love this deck so much is because it is one of those darker decks, and I do love a good dark deck. Not dark in a bad way, but dark in a good way, where it really acknowledges those times in your life that you really need help. And the cards are very, very wonderful and helpful. Let's see. This is actually one of my favorite ones, Hope. So see, even though the drawing is dark, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, the card meanings themselves are dark. There's actually another one in here that I just love that I'm probably, well, this is one of them. Faith. I love that because it reminds me of Mother Mary. See, it's probably not even in this deck, it's probably in another one, knowing me. Oh, here it is, found it. Maynard. One of my favorite cards of this deck. So this deck is definitely amazing. I've had it a long time and I work with it and I love it, absolutely love it. Just because of the energy that it has, and because the cards are so easy to read with, and the guidebooks are really good too. I like reading the guidebooks. So the next one is the Gods and Titans Oracle cards by Stacey DeMarco with artwork by Jimmy Manton. So I'm not even gonna lie in my reasoning for getting this deck. The first is I love mythology. Second is, just to be completely honest, the people on the cards are hot. Like, okay, here's the backs, and this is Thor, and let's see, Hermes. So it tells, it just has one word on the bottom of the card, and I think that's really all you need. I think it's good to let your intuition run with it. This is my favorite card in the deck, and it's the title, I guess you would say the title card is Eros, the god of love. And Jimmy Manton is absolutely incredible. Now this deck, I will say, has a not so happy vibe to some of the cards. Love this one too. But the cards read very, very well. Especially in it. The book also has, I'll show you a page. I turned to Eris. That's awesome. So you kind of get the shadow side of the card, and you get like a little invocation for Eris, which I'm going to bookmark because I think that would be really cool. So you get Mithras, And some of these gods I've never heard of before. But and this is the revised edition. This is the updated edition. So you get gods like Odin, who are in the new one. You get Osiris and Loki. And let's see if there's any more standouts. Poseidon was the first card I drew from this deck. So that was an amazing experience that I had with Poseidon. Apollo. And yeah, that is the Gods and Titans Oracle by Stacey DeMarco and Jimmy Manton. So definitely an amazing deck to work with. Very, very accurate. I highly recommend this deck. Dog ear that page. The book back in the books. Yeah, I find it really easy to read with too because I know mythology pretty well, so I'm able to kind of coincide with the gods on the cards with the story. So the next one is the Goddesses and Sirens, also by Stacey DeMarco and Jimmy Manton. And I feel it good to note that I am going to make a separate video just for my Doreen Virtue top 5 because I have so many Oracle card decks. I figure I need to like slice it between Doreen Virtue and non-Doreen Virtue. So the Doreen Virtue ones are coming. I didn't forget about them. So this is the Goddesses and Sirens, which is just gorgeous. So, and the same reasoning for these. The people on the cards are gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I love the feel of this deck. And the way Jamie Manton portrays the goddesses are gorgeous. Some of them I will say I would read the guidebook. Now the guidebook for both of these decks, I got both of these decks together because most of the time, I won't say all of the time, but most of the time they like to be read with together. So they often complement each other perfectly. And I just do, if I'm doing a 3-card spread, I do 3 gods on the top and then 3 goddesses on the bottom and read them vertically. Sorry. Got my directions mixed up. So you can tell this deck is very detailed. Isis. I love Isis. Oh my god. That's another deck that didn't quite make this this list is the Isis Oracle. I love the Isis Oracle, but like I said, I have not read with it a whole lot. And this sounds really bad, but I don't have a lot of time to learn decks. So if a deck requires a lot of attention, it takes me a while to get around to it. So the next one is going to be the Oracles of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish and Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And every time I use this deck, I talk about how much I love the backs of these cards. I want to get this actually as a tattoo, because I just think it's just so gorgeous. Okay. So one thing that I do like about this deck as well is instead of it being just a darker themed deck, it's actually light and dark. So some of the cards acknowledge the lighter side of life, some of the cards acknowledges the shadow side of life. But they're still very accurate. I've never had an issue with these cards being inaccurate. This is one of my favorite cards. Poe. Not P. I thought it said P at first. I was like, what? No. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that artist Al Moon really liked the Clockwork Pumpkin card from this deck. Her review actually helped me to get this deck. So yeah, I really like this deck. I've never had an issue reading with it. And one thing I love about her decks is it does have the words on the bottom, so it kind of gives your intuition a little bit of a jump start. And then I think the guidebook is kind of extra information that, you know, in case you want to delve deeper into the card. I actually just used this for my March monthly reading, so I love it. Love it. So yeah, I love Lucy Cavendish. So if you're looking for an Oracle deck that is going to give you the best of both worlds as far as, you know, the darker side and the shadow side, I highly recommend the Oracle of Shadows and Light. And the last one is the Oracle of the Shapeshifters by Lucy Cavendish and Jasmine Beckett Griffith. In case you haven't noticed, I have a little bit of a theme going on here, with the Lucy Cavendish and Jasmine Beckett Griffith taking up 3 of the top 5 spots. So I would probably say that, I don't even know. Like I said, I cannot put these in any particular order. I can't do it. I couldn't do it if you asked. If there was a gun to my head, couldn't do it. Well, maybe yeah, but whatever. So this is the deck. This is the Oracle of the Shapeshifters by Lucy Cavendish and Jasmine Beckett Griffith. A deck for times of transformation and changing your life. And I love this deck because it has animals. And normally, I'm going to sound horrible when I say this, but there are some decks with animals that I'm not quite fond of. They're almost too... This is going to sound so bad. And I don't mean it to sound bad. But there's like too much of a Native American feel to it. And the only reason I say that is because Native American spirituality is so in depth and just so broad and just so broad, yet it's so confined, and there's so much detail in it that I feel like I have to do a whole lot more work in connecting with the cards. And then, like I said, it's not in a bad way. I just feel like I need to do honor to the cards that I'm going to be drawing. So that didn't sound as bad as I thought it would. So here are the backs, Frog Fairies. And there's also an Australian version of this one that I'm thinking about purchasing too, because I think it's a little bit different. So here's Brother Raccoon. I'm just going to show you some of my favorite cards from this deck. Because the Dragonfly Mermaid. The Australian version is a little bit different in the wording and the way the pictures look. Imaginary Friend, Beauty and the Beast. This is this is tied for my #1 spot, is the Golden Phoenix card. Tied for my #1 spot with the card you will see. I love the kittens. If I can find it. Where is it? Here it is. Wait, I think it is. Yeah. The Delicate Fairy and her ferrets. I love the ferret card. I have no idea why, but I love ferrets. And this is actually the cover art for the Australian version, which you can actually get on Jasmine Beckett Griffith's website, that is autographed by her. Artemis of the Forest. Let's see what else we've got. Mermaid in a Koi Pond. I like that one. I love looking at new deck, or not new decks, but old decks, and realizing how much you love them and why you stopped working with them. Love this one. It's 2 fairy tales in the same. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Just the butterfly ferrets, which I love too. And there is a Mermaid of Immersion, which reminds me of Dory, Nemo, and Ariel. It's a very Disney-centered card. But Jasmine Beckett Griffith actually does do a lot of Disney artwork as well. So she's absolutely amazing. So if you haven't checked out any of her artwork, or any artwork that's not the Oracle cards, I highly suggest you do that, because she's going to make you blow all your money, pretty much. So that was my top 5 Oracle decks that are non-Doreen Virtue. And actually 2 artists pretty much take it up. We have Lucy Cavendish with the Oracle of Shadows and Light, Lave Vampiro, and Oracle of the Shapeshifters. And they're actually working on a fairy tale Oracle right now as well. So when I say that has me about to freaking just like go crazy. And then we have Stacey DeMarco with the Gods and Titans and Goddesses and Sirens. Like I said, both of these decks, the book comes with like invocations for the gods and goddesses, and they're just amazing, amazing, amazing guidebooks. Love her guidebooks. And I also have her Halloween Oracle that I really, really love. And like I said, these were in no particular order. These are just the ones that I use a lot. So, no, there's no particular, like, this is better than this one. Love them all. But that was my top 5 non-Doreen Virtue Oracle card decks, and my Doreen Virtue top 5 will be in the next video. So angel blessings to all of you. If you would like a reading with me, my website is below. There you can find all the readings that I offer, and if you see a reading that I don't offer and that you would like, please email me. And like I said, all of my contact information is listed at the very, very bottom on my website. So if you just scroll down, it's at the bar at the bottom. So I will see you guys in my next video, which will be my top 5 Doreen Virtue Oracle card decks. Angel blessings. Bye.